What's going on everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Jedi Survivor video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create Jedi General Rahm Kota's lightsaber in the game. Now I'm going to be showing you two different versions of this lightsaber because I have found one which matches Rahm Kota's lightsaber very well in terms of colours and materials and also some components, and I've also found another build which matches it closer in terms of components but then doesn't quite match it in terms of colours and materials. So the first build, you want to select the Serenity emitter, and that is because this is the second emitter in the game which matches Rahm Kota's the closest. The other one is the Harmony emitter, and I will be showing you that build later on in this video, but for the first build we're going to stick with the Serenity emitter. For the switch I've gone with the NO Cordova switch, and the reason for this is because on Rahm Kota's lightsaber there are two bands of material running around his switch. One is a sort of silvery metallic material and the other is a lot darker, and the NO Cordova switch allows us to recreate that quite well. For the grip I've gone with the Justice grip, and the reason for this is very simple. The Justice grip is basically a perfect recreation of Rahm Kota's grip in Jedi Survivor. It has the leather bands running around the grip, and it also has that diamond sort of effect created by the leather bands running up either side of the grip. Then for the pommel I've gone with the assembly pommel, but you can use any other pommel in the game. It really doesn't matter that much about the pommel, it's just purely down to your preference. For the materials for this build you want to select a primary of dark iron, and that is because most of Rahm Kota's lightsaber is a dark material colour. For the secondary you want to select metal alloy, and this allows us to get those silvery metallic diamonds on the grip beneath the leather strips, and also allows us to get a silvery metallic band running around the switch to match Rahm Kota's. For the accent I've gone with a dark iron. However, if you want to get the red button on the NO Cordova switch you can always select a plastoid red material. It just will create other red accents on the lightsaber that we don't necessarily want, but it's just down to your preference if you want the red button or not. For the fabric, I've gone with a soft bantha leather, and that is because it's the closest I could get in terms of colour to Rahm Kota's in Jedi Survivor. I left the conditioners pristine and selected the green lightsaber blade, and this is the lightsaber I was left with for build 1. This is my preferred build because I think the components are quite close and the materials are quite close as well, giving the lightsaber an overall feel of quite a close recreation of Rahm Kota's in Jedi Survivor. And you can see from the comparison I feel like I've done quite well with the switch, the grip and the pommel, but I really like how the grip is basically a replica of Rahm Kota's in Jedi Survivor. This is my preferred build out of the two in this video, but you are obviously going to have your own opinion. For the second build, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and select the Harmony emitter, and that is because I think the Harmony emitter is the closest to Rahm Kota's in Jedi Survivor. I think the Serenity emitter is close, but I do think the Harmony emitter is a better match for Rahm Kota's in the game. I still went with the NO Cordova switch for the same reasons as the first build. I still went with the Justice grip for the same reasons as the first build, and then I went for the Jaro Tapal pommel, simply because it doesn't have any accents of red on it, which allows us to have the red button on the NO Cordova switch. For the materials you want to go with a primary of metal alloy, simply because Rahm Kota's lightsaber does actually have a lot of metal alloy material on it, and this allows us to have it on our lightsaber in the game. For the secondary I've gone with dark iron, which allows us to have the dark iron emitter which matches Rahm Kota's lightsaber, and then it gives us dark iron patches as well throughout the rest of the lightsaber to match Rahm Kota's. The only thing I don't like about this is that it changes the diamonds that we can see on the grip to a dark iron material, not a metal alloy material. On Rahm Kota's actual lightsaber, the little diamonds on the grip are actually a metal alloy colour, not a dark iron colour, so it takes away accuracy there. For the accent I went with plastoid red simply to get that red button on the switch, which matches Rahm Kota's. And then the fabric, obviously it's the same reason as last times, it's the closest match to Rahm Kota's lightsaber in the game. Leave your condition as pristine and select the green lightsaber blade, and this is the lightsaber you will be left with in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think it's a pretty good recreation of Rahm Kota's lightsaber in the game. It's obviously not perfect by any means, but I still think it's a pretty good match to the lightsaber, and you can see on the comparison that I'm going to show you, although it's not perfect, although the materials and colours are a bit more mix and match on this lightsaber, it still looks quite close to Rahm Kota's, especially with the emitter, which I think is the most accurate to his actual emitter on his lightsaber from the Force Unleashed 1. But I just thought I would show you the two creations I came up with, because there are positives to both builds, and there are obviously negatives as well. And I just wanted you to have the option to choose between both of them to recreate Rahm Kota's lightsaber in the game. But that is it for today's video, so please do let me know down in the comment section below which one of these two builds you like the best for Rahm Kota's lightsaber in Jedi Survivor, and also let me know which characters you would like to see me recreate in the future. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash a like on it to show support for the series and the game on the channel, and if you are new to the channel and you've enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all future Jedi Survivor content. But other than that, we'll see you in the next video.